Tomorrow is Halloween, and communities throughout East Alabama have made some big plans.
The coldest temperatures so far this season headed to East Alabama. We'll tell you how cold it's going to be coming up.
Coming up in sports, we preview the AHSA State Volleyball Tournament. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stetta.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Local events will be held in neighborhoods and other public spaces tomorrow, and one of the first will be a special trick-or-treat at Anniston City Hall. The fun starts at 2 p.m., according to Anniston's Public Information Officer, Jackson Hodges.
We offer games and candy and all sorts of little things for your little one to enjoy. In fact, we have an awesome layout. We are going to start the tour at City Hall. We'll be headed to Candyland, being put on by the General Department. After that, you can play some carnival games with our Parks and Recreation Department. Circling back around through the lobby, you'll head over to stop some bank robbers in our Finance Department. You'll then get to see the Anniston Museums and Gardens, and they always have something special planned. And you can end the fun tour with some fun on the farm with our Building and Safety Department.
One of the biggest neighborhood events takes place along Anniston's Glenwood Terrace. Each year, the city closes off the street from Highland Avenue North, and Hodges says that they're expecting a big turnout this year.
These road closures take place predominantly all throughout the afternoon and the evening. You can see our release for the specific details, but please be aware of trick-or-treaters no matter where you are in Calhoun County, really anywhere in the United States. There are little children out and about. Sometimes they get excited and they want to run from one house to another. So as a driver, please keep your head on a swivel and let's keep the littlest among us in our thoughts and wish them all a happy and safe Halloween evening here from the city of Anniston.
Meanwhile, the city of Oxford plans to turn its entire downtown district into a large trick-or-treat zone. Merchants promise to have lots of candy to distribute during the event, which is free and runs from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. A special feature of the event will be the free Fright Light Spooktacular at the Oxford Performing Arts Center. The show, which includes lasers, strobes, flashing lights, and other special effects, will run approximately every 30 minutes from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So you can catch it all at your convenience. This show will be presented with state-of-the-art laser projection systems and high-definition audio. When we come back, Heflin merchants are planning a big event this weekend to kick off the holiday season.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Shoppers looking for special gifts and other items made by local vendors will want to visit the Armory building in Heflin on Saturday to see the best the area has to offer. The Heflin Vendors Mall will be using the Armory for the big event, says vendor Miranda Richard.
First 100 customers get a free gift, and we're also going to be giving away a Yeti cooler that day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can come out and see us.
Richard says the event will not be limited to Heflin vendors or to those who regularly sell their items at the local mall.
We're going to have vendors with some Christmas items, some crafts. We're going to have food vendors. We're going to have vendors making homemade candy. We're going to have a local vendor that makes his own barbecue sauce. We're going to have a variety of vendors. It's not just going to be Christmas.
And people interested in holiday decorations will be able to pick up some new ideas from one of the event's displays.
During the event, several of the local businesses are going to have a Christmas tree contest there at the Armory. So while you're walking around shopping, you'll see the Christmas trees up on the stage, and be sure to vote for your favorite one.
When we come back, cold weather is just around the corner, and Anniston is preparing to open its warming station for the homeless.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Because of the freezing temperatures projected to occur later this week, the city of Anniston will open its public warming station in the bridge at Anniston's First United Methodist Church for the first time this season. That facility, which serves the homeless population of Calhoun County, will open in the evenings at 5 and close in the mornings at 8 from Tuesday through Friday. But on Wednesday, the shelter will open at 6 p.m. If you're interested in donating items, meals, and/or assisting in meal preparation for the warming station, or if you're interested in future employment and volunteer opportunities within the warming station, please email United Way of East Central Alabama's Kyle Bryan at kbryan@uweca.org to learn more about this warming station. Now, the program opens when temperatures are forecasted to be 36 degrees or below. Moreover, the station considers various independent weather conditions, including rain, ensuring the safety and comfort of those who depend on this warming station. This initiative is made possible by the City of Anniston's Community Task Force on Homelessness, led by the United Way of East Central Alabama, in collaboration with Anniston First United Methodist Church, Interfaith Ministries of Calhoun County, Mimi's Heart, and His Hands and Feet's Ministry.
Well, it's hard to believe with a beautiful day like today that we're going to need a warming station very soon, but I hear changes are on the horizon.
That's exactly what I hear, that the mercury is going to be falling and falling pretty fast. But how fast is a question for John Holder, who's standing by right now to tell us in the EAN Weather Center.
Well, Mike and Katie, this afternoon during the lunch hour, it was 79 degrees, and by 5 o'clock this afternoon, it had dropped 17 degrees all the way down to 62, and the temperatures are going even lower than that. We'll have the complete forecast details next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Well, the day was really broken into 2 halves. The first half of the day, we had sunshine and very warm temperatures. As a matter of fact, between 12 and 1 o'clock today, we hit 79 degrees at the Anniston Airport. Then this afternoon, clouds coming in, the winds picking up out of the northwest, and that dropped the temperatures way down into the low 60s in a matter of 2 to 3 hours. Our low this morning was 53 degrees. That's above the average. Our high today, about 8 degrees above the average. But say goodbye to above average temperatures. We're going to go from way above average to way below average over the next several days. Record high temperature 87 degrees, the record low at 22. The sun rising, look at this, tomorrow morning the sun not rising until after 7 a.m. and the sun setting tonight a few minutes before 6 o'clock at 5:53. Weather on your street going to be real interesting tonight. It is turning much colder on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, 45 degrees for the low tonight. You see a few sprinkles there. There's a 20% chance that there might be a sprinkle out there. No big deal with that. We don't expect any really measurable rainfall. You just might see that out there before the evening is over. During the day tomorrow, we start off with clouds in the morning, sunshine by the afternoon, but well below average temperatures. Pelham Road in Jacksonville tomorrow. The high temperature tomorrow is going to be as high or as low as some of our low temperatures have been over the last several days. 59, that's the best we're going to do tomorrow. I don't think we're going to see 60 on any backyard thermometers here in East Alabama coming up tomorrow, including on Pelham Road in Jacksonville. And for the rest of the work week coming up, dry and cool, that's the story. Highway 46 over in Ranburne. We're going to be looking at 50s and 60s. 50s for highs a couple of days, 60s for highs later on in the week. There is a warming trend coming, but we've got a couple of really cold days, especially compared to what we had last week and over the weekend. You'll see that reflected in our 7-day forecast. The cool day actually Wednesday. We have a freeze warning in effect for both Wednesday and Thursday mornings. 30 degrees on Wednesday morning, 28 on Thursday morning. The high on Wednesday, only 53. This will be the end of the growing season. We're going to see not only our first frost, but first freeze as well coming up. So that's going to kill everything. The growing season will be over with. We do have a warming trend. That will not begin until Thursday, though. The high at 62. Friday, sunshine and 68. We're back in the 70s again by the weekend. Another fantastic weekend coming up. 72 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday, 71 with a few clouds on Monday. And some of the late computer model data is suggesting that we might even have a chance of some rainfall in here late in the day on Monday. We'll watch that. Those nighttime lows rising as well from the upper 20s back into the 30s through the 40s and then back even into the 50s in about a week or so across East Alabama. But it is going to be cold the next couple of days. As a matter of fact, here is the freeze risk for Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And as you can see here in Calhoun and Cleburne counties, we're pretty much in the extreme risk that we are going to see frost and a freeze coming up. Protect the vegetation outside. Take those cold weather precautions coming up because we're going from the 80s to the 20s in the matter of a couple of days here across East Alabama. Want to make sure that you check out our forecast here on East Alabama Now, East Alabama News, local news. We're going to have that for you every morning, our breakfast forecast at 6 a.m. We'll be with you bright and early tomorrow morning to talk about the cold details coming up for the weather across East Alabama. Coming up next in sports, Namath Pitt's going to talk about a number of teams in Calhoun County in the state volleyball tournament. Namath?
Thanks, John. The 2023 State Volleyball Tournament starts tomorrow at the Birmingham Crossplex, and 6 Calhoun County teams are seeking a state championship. Let's take a look at each first-round matchup. Let's start in Class 6A. Bayside Academy has won 21 straight state championships since earning titles in Class 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. The Admirals have won 66 straight Elite 8 state championship tournament matches during the record-setting nation best streak. That is the beast of an opponent that the Oxford Yellow Jackets are going to battle. This team lost last week in Bayside Academy in the regional finals, so they are beatable. Oxford is making their second straight appearance at the state tournament. The Yellow Jackets and the Admirals will play tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. at the Birmingham Multi-Crossplex. Let's move to Class 5A. For Alexandria, they will be battling Rio Beth. This will be Rio Beth's first trip to the state tournament since 2017. Regionals was also special for veteran head coach Cassandra Leager, as it was her 400th win as a head coach. It's been an historic year for Rio Beth, and it's been much of the usual for Alexandria, which is dominant volleyball with the expectations of state championship or bust. Alexandria won the Class 5A bracket at the North Regional after sweeping Lawrence County and giving the Valley Cubs not only the top seed at the state tournament in Birmingham, but also Whitney Welch and assistant coach Kelly Johnson their first North Regional title since coming to Alexandria. Alexandria and Rio Beth will start at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. For Walter Welborn, they're making their first state tournament appearance since 2004. And some could argue that it has the toughest opponent of any team in the opening round of the state tournament. Welborn is set to face the North Regional winner in 3A and the number 1 team in the state, the Plainview Bears. Brenda Vinson and the Welborn Panthers are no stranger to proving people wrong. They have done it all season long. They'll look to do it again. Welborn and Plainview will start tomorrow at 9 a.m. In Class 2A, Pleasant Valley did not lose a single set while competing in the regional tournament in Huntsville. Will they do the same in Birmingham? Dana Bryant will coach her last tournament as the head coach of Pleasant Valley before she retires. Pleasant Valley is picked by many to be the last team standing in Class 2A. Pleasant Valley and Wicksburg will start at noon inside the Crossplex. Wicksburg has not made any state tournament from known records from the last 40 years dating back to 1983. The HSAA began the state volleyball tournaments in 1971. Pleasant Valley and Wicksburg. Staying in Class 2A, Donahoe. Donahoe is looking for their most consistent tournament of the year when they enter the Birmingham Crossplex. They already have their work cut out for them when they take the court at noon tomorrow against GW Long. This is a team they beat in the state tournament last year. GW Long, meanwhile, is making their 7th straight tournament appearance. Keep an eye on Donahoe as they look to upset their first round game and look for an all Calhoun County state championship game. In Class 1A, Faith Christian Lions. They will open their state tournament on Wednesday, not tomorrow, but on Wednesday at noon against Spring Garden. It's an all East Alabama matchup. One of the youngest coaches in the state, Avery Goins, will go against one of the premier coaches in the state, Ricky Austin. The Lions and Panthers have gone head-to-head in many sports. It's been quite the rivalry. So keep an eye on this one because the winner could be playing for a state championship come Thursday. That's all the local matchups for the state tournament in the Birmingham Multi-Crossplex. I'll be there live tomorrow with more. That's it for EA and Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on either Facebook or YouTube and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.